What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. In the last episode, we continued exploring around Nimbasa City, challenging the trainers at the big stadium and small court, and making our way to Anvil Town, where we helped a girl find her lost Pansage and got a bright powder in return. In this episode, we are taking care of the very last thing left here in Nimbasa City, and that is, of course, to challenge the gym. So let's do this thing. So let's head on inside, and this guy's going to stop us almost immediately. What do you think? Surprised, right? This gym is, speaking frankly, a glittering fashion show and a dazzling stage. Well, for now, I'll give you this. We get our obligatory fresh water. Thank you very much. This Pokemon gym will have you proceed by defeating the trainers waiting on the catwalk. By the way, Electric-type Pokemon don't do well against Ground-type moves. Oh, but Ground-type moves don't work against a Pokemon called Emolga, so please be careful. Okay, that is something to keep in mind. So let's head up. And first up, we got ourselves a beauty. In fact, all the trainers in here are beauties. Stylish Pokemon Battle and Fashion Show created by Pokemon trainers is starting now. All right, this first beauty here is going to have 2 Pokemon. In fact, I believe they all have 2 Pokemon. She's going to have an Elekid and a Flaffy. So, nothing to worry about as far as my ground-type moves just yet, but that is probably going to change in due time. So, we're going to be using that Bone Rush as much as possible. Like I said, this is the main reason I wanted Jack here at level 29, so that he had something to fend off all of these electric types with. Not to mention that Bone Rush is not a direct hit move, so I don't have to worry about triggering something like static, so that's nice. Come on, as much as possible. Thank you very much. It does only have a base power of 25, so something to keep in mind. Now, I will try to use a couple of times. I'll try to use Farina in here to get a little bit of damage going. So that's the first one down. Now we can continue to proceed forward. It's walking into the wherever it's not lit, basically, that tells you that you're going to start a fight. So if you haven't walked that far yet, you have time to stop, heal up, do whatever you need to do before moving on to the next thing. But all right, next up, this lady Fleming has Flaffy and Blitzel. So I think I'll just keep Jack out for this one. I believe I have an Ether that I can use if need be, because I don't get a lot of Bone Rush uses. And honestly, Bone Rush is not maybe something I want to keep as a fixture on Jack forever. I mostly just want it for right now. I mean, it'll probably stay around for a little while, but not forever. And then on to Blitzel, who's a little bit less defensive than Flappy, so should go down a little more easily. I would assume, but of course there's that 90% accuracy coming into play. But why did it use Pursuit, I wonder? It seems like a very ill-advised choice. Ah, look at that damage. I love it. That's going to be great. Okay. There we go. Not bad at all. All right, we got one more ahead of us. I think on this one I can get away with using Farina for at least one of the Pokemon. So on to the next and the last before the gym leader herself. The music in here too. I love it. Also, there are so many people in here. What the heck? It's like quintuple the entire population of Nimbasa outside of the gym packed just into the gym. It's so many people. Okay, Blitzel again. I probably honestly could have just led this fight with Farina and then saved my my 5 Bone Rushes for the big fight, but I will probably be fine. So now goes Blitzel. Good experience for both of you. And then on to Elekid. So I'll let Farina do this one himself. I keep saying her. I keep wanting to say her. My intention was to try to get a female for the name, but I wasn't really going to be too picky once I actually found myself a Trapinch, so whatever. So I have Bulldoze on this Trapinch, which should be good enough, especially if it's going to waste a turn using Light Screen. Why against a physical attacker like this? I don't understand. Granted, oh, okay, we can one-shot it. Sure, there's that really high attack coming into play. Thank you very much. Awesome. And there we go. This music, man. So what I do love is that Elisa got a little bit of a redesign this time around, and I think that's pretty freaking cool. I am actually going to switch Farina to the start of the party for this one. But now we can head forward. We get a nice little remix of the challenger theme, basically, from the Pokemon League. My beloved Pokemon and your Pokemon shall compete. We're going to see whose star shines brightest, and so begins the battle against gym leader Elisa, the 4th gym here in Black and White 2. The 4th gym in the first game as well. So, whoa, okay, showing a lot of skin there. Let's throw that coat to the side. Honestly, very brave of them. Very proud of them for being so progressive in that regard. Elise is awesome, though. She's seriously a kick-ass gym leader. They've got some great ones here in Generation 5. But yeah, I'm going to lead with Farina because I want to try to get these rock slides going. Now, this first Pokemon, Amalga, is an electric and flying type Pokemon with the ability Static. It has Quick Attack, Pursuit, and Volt Switch. That's it. I really just want to use Farina to get these rock moves going, and hopefully we can knock it down really quickly, as it isn't doing much damage to Farina, thank goodness. Not really a lot of moves to defend itself. There's really only one Pokemon on this team I'm actually legitimately worried about, and it ain't Amalga. So there goes that one. I mean, obviously I didn't want to use Bone Rush on that Amalga, but I'll still take it. On to the next one, which is Flaffy. And actually, I think I might keep Farina out for this one, because Flaffy at level 28 has Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, and Takedown. Only one of those moves can actually do anything to Farina, and that's Takedown. And if Farina can handle the Takedown, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, and I actually heal him. That's also going to induce a potion here, so let's actually go with another Bulldoze. Maybe we can lower the speed even more. And I don't know, should I take a chance and just go for it all the way? I think I might, because I think 2 speed lowers. Am I going to be faster? Yeah, that's what I like to see. Good job, Farina. So proud of you. And down goes Flaffy. All right, almost to level 29. This should certainly do the trick, but I am going to switch back on over to Jack for this one. This is Zebstrika, her signature Pokemon with the ability Motor Drive. It is holding a Citrus Berry, and it has the moves Flame Charge, Pursuit, Volt Switch, and Quick Attack. Obviously, Flame Charge is the one to watch out for. It is at level 30. But honestly, I think our Bone Rushes should mostly do a good job. Now, Volt Switch is not going to allow it to actually switch out because there are no other Pokemon in battle. And of course, the Bone Rush missed. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Okay, Jack, not a good start. The whole reason I got that move. Okay, now we can actually hit it. It's not going to be a crazy ton of damage. There's the Citrus Berry in action, which of course enacts between hits, so that kind of sucks. Come on, 3 times. Okay, so I am going to give you a good heal, and this is a perfect situation to use a Lemonade in, because that's exactly as much HP as I need to heal here. All the way. Thank you very much. Okay, now if we can just get that next Bone Rush off, we should be good enough to take this thing down, no problem. Another Volt Switch, assuming this isn't a crit, but I think we should still be able to survive that, if only barely. Oh my gosh! Did I call it or did I call it? Woo! Wow. 1 HP to spare. Yeah, you earned that level, and so did Farina. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Farina wants to learn the move Dig. Yes, please, and thank you. Just to get rid of Mud Slap. I still prefer Bulldoze as a move overall, but I will take Dig over Mud Slap any day. You shot me through and through. You melted my heart, and we get a nice chunk of money for winning. Well, now you're an even more wonderful trainer than I expected. Your sweet fighting style swept me off my feet. I also love that we are now up on the screen. Take this. And with that, we have earned ourselves the Bolt Badge. And with it, we are also going to be getting ourselves a nice TM. If you have 4 badges, including this Bolt Badge Pokemon up to level 50, including traded Pokemon, will obey you. Also, here's this move I like. Feel free to use it if you want to. And yes, I do actually want that, because now we can actually teach an electric move to my Jolteon, who is incapable of learning any other electrical moves until level 37. Okay, so I'm going to quickly teach that to her really quickly. If I had gotten her to evolve at level 21, she would have learned an electric move. But it's a physical one, so I don't really hate that I missed it too much. It's Thunder Fang, so we'll be all right. I'm going to get rid of Covet here, actually. As nice as it is to have a move that allows me to steal items, I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass on that. I'd much rather have Volt Switch. All right, let's get on out of here. But as we do... Wait, please walk with us. I love that. May, so cool, so stunning, bravo. Oh, man, everyone's so proud of us. Seriously, how many people are in here? It's like the entire city 5 times over. A shining example of a trainer. Since that's what you are, you should be able to collect all the gym badges and reach the Pokemon League. Then you and your Pokemon will shine even brighter. Well, thank you, Elisa. I'm glad they gave her a little bit of extra time to shine, given how impactful she was in the first game. Her little monologue that she has with Bianca's father is seriously one of my favorite moments in the story in the first game. And I think that this game really needed more of that, but we kind of just get that one moment with Elisa, and that's pretty much it. All right, so I'm going to head off to the Pokemon Center here real fast, and then we are going to make our way up. And I am actually going to be heading off towards the next route, which is Route 16. And we'll be going over quite a bit as we head over that way. I'm also going to switch Challenger to the front of the party for that in particular, because I think it's time. We've definitely used Jack a little bit too much over the last couple of episodes. And he could use a break. He could definitely use a break. He is a little overpowered right now. Okay, let's head on up this way. And like I said, we're just going to go straight on over to Route 16. Nothing else to see here in Nimbaso whatsoever. We're going to go on out of here. And there is a number of things that I want to go over now that we're in this area. Now, there are going to be a few new Pokemon that are available here, although none of them which I'm going to be going over in bios in this episode. Those Pokemon are Gothita, Solosis, and Liepard. Gothita is exclusive to Black 2, and Solosis is exclusive to White 2. But yes, like I said, you can find Liepard, although I believe only in Dark Grass, I think, in this area. I could be a little bit wrong about that. I don't know, but yeah, it's not like the most common Pokemon around here. Now, there is another connecting area, though, and we're going to be going a little bit more in depth with that area in due time, but there's a lot that I want to go over here. There's also some items that I want to go after as well, so I'll be sure to get that. Why I just use Wing Attack there, I don't know. Wing Attack and Aerial Ace is incredibly redundant, excuse me. That's the word I meant, not reductive. Because Aerial Ace and Wing Attack do the same amount of damage, but Aerial Ace is unmissable, and Wing Attack has an accuracy of 100, which, you know, obviously with accuracy lowering status conditions, that obviously can have a little bit of an effect. But otherwise, they're the same thing. It's not like one has priority over the other. They just do the same amount of damage. I really need to get some other good moves on Braviary, and that's the other trade-off I'm taking by getting a Braviary early, is that Challenger is going to be learning a lot of these moves later than Rufflet otherwise would. So I'm actually going to be relying on TMs quite a bit. Plus, you know, flying and normal moves, that's mostly what we're focusing on here. But I think it's kind of safe to say that Braviary is the best flying and normal type Pokemon that we have access to, not just in this game, but in most games. So he's going to still pack a punch, even with just Aerial Ace on standby and the occasional cut in instances where I don't want to be using flying moves too much. Okay, I just want to make sure who's second in my party. I'm actually going to put Kamina in second, just because she could use some battle time, which she really hasn't gotten any of in this Let's Play, and I really would like to get more of that. But all right, there we go. Now, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to move that boulder to use to continue into other parts of this area just yet, I'm afraid. That is going to prevent us from getting 2 of the items that I want to get in this area, but that's okay. So we just got Scraggies here. They're not too much to deal with. I'm going to actually just use Echoed Voice as opposed to anything else. See how much that does, which, not a lot. I knew it wasn't going to be all that great. I mean, honestly, I would prefer to have Swift, but I would have had to wait a number of levels for Eevee to actually get it. In fact, while we search this up, I'm going to actually, or while we battle, excuse me, I'm going to search this up is what I meant to say. So let me use a Wing Attack here, and then I guess another Echoed Voice on Scraggy. Now, let's see. Generation 5, and... No, actually, I could have sworn that Eevee learned Swift. I could have sworn. Am I incorrect about that? Okay, apparently I was incorrect about that. I thought Eevee did, but maybe not. Okay. Is there a TM for it? No, there's not. Okay, well, never mind. I honestly don't know what I was thinking there. So, and what am I saying? I can use Strength here. I'm stupid. Sorry, my bad. I'm glad I checked these things. In fact, I literally just got access to it, didn't I? Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry. I'm so scatterbrained right now. There's so much that I'm trying to focus on at the same time. I've got things all over both of my screens here. So let's take a look around out here, and I'm actually going to use my dowsing machine because I think one of the items up here is hidden. Yes, indeed. But first, we're going to battle this backpacker. So let's do that really quickly. There's a hidden item and a non-hidden item in this area, if I'm not mistaken. So, Liepard, okay, I can handle that. And I do believe that Braviary has access to a number of fighting type moves as well, mostly through TMs. There's one that it learns by leveling up, but it's probably not going to be until the post game that we get access to that, so I'm not really depending on that one too much. Also, oops, I should have healed here. Okay, we're fine. I do forget that Life Part is kind of fast. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe and do a heal really quickly because I'm letting Braviary take way too much damage. Thank you very much. Pursuit, whatever. It's fine. And then I'll just use Wing Attack here. Yeah, like I said, Braviary's defense is not perfect. It's good, but it's not perfect. It's definitely the weakest aspect of it. Well, obviously, aside from special attacks, but why would you ever teach special attacks to this thing? Just don't do it. Don't do it, and don't let your friends do it. Good friends don't let friends teach Braviary Air Cutter. Okay, we got an item right there, which is going to be a tiny mushroom. Not the main thing that I want. The main thing that I want is actually... Hey... Gosh dang it, Challenger being the same level as the Pokemon in the wild in the tall grass here. Anyway, there we go. Sorry, TM66 payback. That's what I want. My gosh, I apologize. I am so scatterbrained today. I really should not be this bad. There's no excuse for it. I got to stop focusing on so many things at once as I'm just trying. It's just a Pokemon game. It's a Pokemon game. It's not that complex. Okay, Ching-a-ling-ling, full speed attack coming your way. Let's do this. And this should push Braviary to level 26. But as I continue to try and train... So my plan right now is to take the experience share off of Trapinch once he evolves. I feel like that was pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to clarify for anybody who is confused by that how long I'm going to be holding onto it, given that he is one of the highest level member of our team right now. But yeah, that isn't when I intend to do it, and I believe that's level 32. So we still got a couple more levels left. In fact, I think I'd be good with just one more level and then using a rare candy. Yeah, and I think that'll be fine. For a second, I was second-guessing myself and thinking it was level 30. It is not. But, okay, I think we have our last trainer here. So let's talk to you. Spotted greenery growing right next to a big city. Truly an oasis. I feel so refreshed now. I'd like to battle. All right, let's do it. Really fast. Okay. Backpacker Ivan, and you just got a Watchog on you, which, I mean, that shouldn't be too much to deal with. I will take it. And, okay, I do believe I may have missed an item in the gate on the way into this route, so I'll probably double back and get that in the next episode. Don't be using Super Fang. I hate that move. I'm going to use Cut. See how much that does. Hey, not bad. I mean, it does get stabbed with Cut, so it's slightly weaker than Wing Attack or Aerial Ace, but it still does a fair bit of damage. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'm going to grab this item here really quickly, and then we'll call it one. But we're going to be heading on into the next area in the next episode, which is known as Lostlorn Forest. There's going to be actually quite a bit to go over once we head on in there. So thank you all so very much for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.